Hey guys, it is Steven with SoulWeb, and today I want to show you this simple $5 a day e-commerce Facebook ad strategy that I am using to generate sales for about 10 bucks a piece. And this is on $100 items, sometimes more than $100. And it's very simple and very straightforward. And I'm going to walk you through it now. So the first thing you need to do is you need to connect the Facebook Commerce Manager to your shop, okay? And the way that you do that is if it's on Shopify, there's a special integration called Facebook for Shopify. You can find it when you search on Shopify. Excuse me. Woo, sorry. So you need to do that. If you're using WooCommerce, there's a plugin called Facebook for WooCommerce, and if you install it on your WordPress site, it'll get you started. Once you've done all that, the next thing that you need to do is go to your ads manager. And I'll just walk you through it here. Let me see. Okay. And then you need to go to All Tools and select Commerce Manager. And assuming you've already integrated your Shopify store and your or WooCommerce, then what you will see is that all your items now show up in what's called the Facebook Commerce Manager. And to start, what you're going to do is you're going to go to Sets. You're going to click Create Set. And then you're going to create different sets of your products, right? So I'm just going to do title is candle, right? And I've actually already done this. Actually, we'll say flame. Contains flame. And you see it populates the items. So now you would do this for your items, and you want to make these sets, because when you make these sets, what it's going to do is it's going to make it very easy for people to shop on Facebook, and I'm going to show you. So I'm creating that product set, and now I'm going to go back to the ads manager because that is already created. And I want to show you what the goal is, right? So if we go back to that page, I want to show you how this works. So the way that you're going to start is you are going to start by optimizing for add to carts. And here's why. The add to carts are going to quickly teach Facebook, a lot quicker than purchases, how to find who your target audience is, right? So if you come down here, you can see I let this run for 6 days at $5 a day. It got 25 add to carts. Now, Facebook knows the audience, right? And I actually made several sets to start because this business was really struggling and I wanted to find the winning set. So I made 5 sets, all different themes: red ornaments, flame ornaments, firework ornaments, unique ornaments, Holly Hollywood, and 2025 pre-order, just to find the winners. And obviously red and pre-order were the winners. And you can actually see that I cut off some of these losers on day 3 and day 4 because they were just spending $5 a day, right? So now I got red, and then I got pre-order. I then decided I was going to try for initiate checkout, but that didn't go as well as I was hoping. I mean, it's kind of expensive, 51 add to cart. It's about $1 add to cart. You can see everything remained the same. But by this point, I just kind of gave up and switched to purchases, except what you see here, and I'll explain that in a second. So I switched things to purchases of the winners, right? So we got mid-century modern, 2025 pre-order, and I did red as well. For some reason, you can see the red purchase campaign just wasn't getting much traction, right? $26 spent, only 3 add to carts. Whereas down here, for $31 spent, it had 11. So that was a sign that the algorithm was confused. So I turned that off and actually let red run and initiate checkouts. And you can see it got 31 purchases for $480, right? So about, I don't know, what is that? $14 a purchase. Not terrible, but not great compared to the winners. So I ultimately decided to turn that one off, and I've left these 2 running. So these 2 started down here. Now we're all the way up here. They're optimizing for purchases. And you can see that total, they're getting sales for $9.20 a piece and $12.51 a piece. And what's great about this particular business is their items are $100 or more. So that means that business operates at 50% margin. So it takes $50 to craft the item and another $9 to make a sale. That's $59, leaving $40 profit margins. And a lot of times on these purchases, people will buy more. In fact, I bet if I go to, let's see, customize columns. Let's see here. I bet because this is integrated, let's see. I can see total ROAS. So I haven't actually calculated the ROAS just because I know it's really good. No, it's not reporting back. That's okay. But you can see here, $9 per purchase, $12 per purchase. And if you come over to their website, you can see the price of their items. And a lot of times people buy multiple items. So it may take $9, but maybe they'll buy 5 ornaments, So obviously this business is targeting a higher end consumer, and this is working very well. So I want to show you how to set this up, and then I'll go through 2 more examples of where this is working, because the types of ads that we are creating look like this. And there's a reason. And the reason is it allows people to shop on Facebook, right? It allows people to scroll and shop. When you click shop, it takes you to the direct, listing on your website. And these are working very, very well. So I'm going to walk you through how to create these. So going back to where we were in the beginning of the video, once you have your set created, you're just going to hit create. You're going to select sales. You're going to hit continue. You're going to set it at $5 a day. You're going to go to the ad set. You're going to make sure the correct page is selected, because I know I'm not the only one who has multiple pages. You're going to make sure this says maximize number of conversions. You're going to select the conversion event. To start, you're going to do add to cart, and ultimately you're going to switch to purchases. You set your audience down here. I have a saved audience, and then I'm going to come down to sales ad set and show you how to set this up. So select carousel. Oh, come on. I already set the Facebook page at Majesty Glass. But that's not correct. Why is it doing that? Okay, let's go single image. Let's see here. Something is dreadfully wrong with Facebook. Per usual, conversion location, website, maximize number of conversions, Majesty Glass Pixel, add to cart. You may think you want to do purchases, but you don't. You want to start with add to cart and then move to purchases after about a week or 2 weeks. And again, you want to do this at $5 a day. Now I can select the Facebook page. Crazy. Facebook is insane. This ad account isn't even linked to that page. But you're going to select product from your catalog right there. You're going to select carousel. And then you're going to scroll down and you're going to select that set that you made, right? So candle, it's going to put it in here. Then you're going to go to your favorite AI of choice. I prefer Claude. And you're going to type in, I have a special copy bot, but you're going to type in, give me 2 Facebook ads for luxury Christmas ornaments for MajestyGlass.com. It's going to go do its magic, and then all we have to do is take this stuff that it gives us, make sure it matches the brand guidelines, and then put it in the primary text, and you are done. Because ads is not necessarily about what it says, it's about how it performs. So you don't actually have to be able to write. Of course, I can write. I've written thousands of ads. This is a nice little hack that saves me a lot of time, and it does it for me, so I don't mind. And I can just edit whatever it spits out. So that's basically the setup, right? Products from catalog, carousel. You can leave that how it is, because what's going to happen is it's going to link directly to the listings automatically. And then we're just going to put some primary text above here, and you want to make sure the call to action says shop now. Come on. How many NVIDIA GPUs do they need? There we go. It's going to give me an ad here. The ornament your great-grandchildren will treasure. It's nice. Just copy that. Put it over here. Of course, Facebook has spaghetti code because the developers who made their ad platform quit many, many years ago, and they don't know how it works, so you just got to make sure it looks nice. The formatting typically won't carry over unless you use a special kind of tool to do it. So look at that. Looks nice. Most Christmas ornaments are forgotten. But what if one ornament could become the centerpiece of your family's Christmas story for generations? It's beautiful. Museum quality ornaments, family heirlooms. Yeah, looks great. Every Christmas, my daughter asks for the story behind her Majesty Glass Angel. It's become our most treasured tradition. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Good enough. All we really care is that people can shop here. Right. And then that's it. You're going to hit publish, and then you want it at $5 a day, and you're going to just let that run for a week or two, kind of like we did down here. See, 6 days. Cut these off because they weren't doing as well as the winners. Cut that one off after 5 days. Here we go. 284 per add to cart, 123. We have our winners. Obviously, I was testing 5 sets at once. And you can just, here's our winners. Boom. And then I started optimizing for purchases, and these have been running ever since. Did the website initiate checkout. Doing great for expensive ornaments. $9.20 per purchase. 297 add to carts. 89 people selected. To start the checkout. Over here, we have 144 add to carts, 20 purchases. Now, let me show you other accounts I'm doing this on. If you go to dnomousa.com, I just started for them, but for them, it's a little bit different. They're using Reels. They don't have a whole bunch of items to show off, just Reels. So I'm optimizing for add to carts. It's going to train the algorithm better about who's adding it to cart, who's engaging with it. And I suppose maybe after another 6 days, it's been running for about a week, I will switch to purchases and it'll be good to go. And this will start making purchases. And I know that because look at that. These are insane click-through rates. Average click-through rate is like 3%, honestly 1 to 2%. So this is doing well. People love this product. It is going to make a buku amount of sales. So I'll just let this go a little bit longer and then flip the switch. I'm also using the same strategy for leads for a trailer dealership in the Midwest. So if we go over here, you can see that it works in a lead in this scenario, somebody who fills out a finance application. So in the last 30 days, look at all these finance applications, crazy good. They're so happy, obviously, because they let me spend a lot of their money. And it's just being able to shop on Facebook with that product being integrated directly to the Commerce Manager. Works insanely well. So give it a shot. Let me know what you think. And for sure, let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.